Hi, thanks for watching Shift Your Mind. Okay, I have been in bed for 2 days with a mysterious knee issue. I have a little history with that knee, but out of the blue, no injury, no anything, suddenly started to get super painful and stiff and giving me lots of trouble. So I wound up in the emergency room of my local hospital yesterday morning. Did an x-ray, everything seemed fine, and throughout, it's just like for the last 7 days, it just got worse and worse and worse to the point where I wound up in the emergency room on day 6. And no, let's see, so I left the hospital with a prescription for a really strong, like Advil kind of thing, ibuprofen, and some Tylenol. So those are the medications, and they just weren't working. So last night was like a nightmare, just like so painful. And so today I decided to remember my wild voice and go after my own voice, my own inner physician and advisor. So with my history now of snow swimming, I know that cold water is a really good thing for me. So during those first 6 days, I was able to go down to the lake and go for a swim, and it felt like amazing. It was miraculous. Like my leg would move and the pain wasn't bad, and when I got out, the pain was like much better for an hour or so. And so I decided as it got worse to try to recreate this in my own bathtub. So I took a cold water bath, just cold. And it was helpful. So yesterday, after things got worse, I just said, all right. So today, I started the day with taking a cup of unscented Epsom salts and pouring them into hot water in the bath, and then putting like this much water in the bathtub, and then getting in and just cold, so that the whole leg up to the bottom of my hip, like maybe a bikini, like where a bikini would hit you, cold water. So the whole offending leg was pretty submerged, and just started to like move it as much as I could. Not a lot of room in a bathtub compared to, wild water, and I started to get some mobility out of it, because it was like setting up the foot and the knee were hardening at like an angle, like my knee was like this, and they were just stiffening, like they were going to stay like that, like they had no intention of going in the other direction on their own. So, the swelling was getting worse, and so everything was going in the hot, swollen, worse direction. I took that cold water bath this morning. I stayed in about 10 minutes and had my crutches, hobbled back up to my shower, and I had my husband put a chair, a fabric sort of lawn chair, in my shower. And so I took my morning shower. So I shaved, shampooed, sitting in this chair in the stream, like hitting me right here, of hot water, it was not just physical, it was divine. It was so relaxing, because when you have an injury, as you know, the rest of your body has to respond to it, and everything else was starting to hurt. The bones, the joints, and everything. So sitting in this chair was unbelievable. It was such a gift. Then I pushed the chair to the back of the shower and turned the dial to just cold, and got my whole left leg back in a cold water stream for as long as I could stand it. So I finished off, not just, and this has worked so much better than an ice pack. Like an ice pack didn't really do it. The swelling was getting worse, And the whole time I was in the shower and the bathtub, I practiced like just stretching and mobility, like paddling in the water with my legs sideways, and then really spending a lot of time, because the knee was bent like this, of just very gently taking my other foot and putting it behind the heel of the offending leg and very gently just pulling it out and pulling it out. The whole out, over the time, very slowly, of being in the tub and then rolling it and paddling it, stuff like that. So the way it was wanting to totally set up, I feel like I reversed that and I changed the heat inside my leg from this hot. So if you have inflammation, then like hot and inflammation, they go together. And so with the cold and drinking, at least for me anyways, it's like, okay, I don't know. I listened to my wild voice and it was telling me to do that. So I did that this morning and I had a much better day today regarding stiffness and pain. I was able to change my bed position where I spent most of the day with that leg, and it never got really, really, really agonizingly bad, where yesterday evening after coming home from the ER, I actually got the doctor back on the phone and was like, I need something stronger. And he's like, I can't do that over the phone, which makes sense, right? But that's how bad it was. I was like, you gotta help me. This is really bad, But I didn't have to, because I came up with something even better. And it's all just inside of here. And it's not a Band-Aid. It's improvement. Like I'm on a whole new path now. I'm on the path to Weller. It's going to be a slower path than I'd care to admit or think. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Once again, whatever problem I have, I also have the answer. And I am so grateful for this one, because it really freaked me out. It came out of nowhere and it went rogue really fast. And I'm improving. So anyways, just wanted to share that story with you. Yeah. So this is day 1 of trying this, my snow swimming into the house. So what would you call that? Limb swimming therapy. Oh, I like it. Limb swim. Yeah. If you had an arm, the elbow would be the same thing. I don't take stiff. Well, I'm not just going to sit here and take that, because it's against my religion.